What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. How is everybody doing? It's match day. Yes, it's Norwich City versus Manchester United. We're back with the match view. Yes, KG is absent once again. So I'm filling in, which of course, you know me, makes me nervous. Which makes me nervous because my record on the match view is not great. We got a win last weekend. I did the Palace one last weekend. We won. Did the Young Boys game in the week, which was... I don't even think that really counts. I don't think it counts, to be honest with you, when it comes to anything like that. So my only other win apart from that was the Ronaldo first game. Apart from that, I've had some stinkers. So let's fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Zaid Miasi's in already. Look, with the contribution. It's a pair that's flying. I mean, I don't know. You're happy you won a game. I guess Zayn's happy that he's won. You've got to take small victories, haven't you? You've got to take small victories. Because they haven't been used to that. Maybe it's a strange feeling. It's a Christmas miracle. Arsenal actually won a game. Oh, amazing. All it took is for them to play a side that had a 40-year-old goalkeeper in Willy Caballero at the Emirates. But you celebrate that victory. Zaid Miasi. Go right ahead. But how is everybody doing? What's everyone feeling like for this game? How is everybody feeling about the starting 11? We'll get into the starting 11 in a second as well. But how is everybody feeling? Optimistic? Excited? Ralph Rangnick's second Premier League game as Manchester United interim manager, of course. Also, as well, it's his first away game in the Premier League. So it's going to be interesting to see how they travel. And it's 7 days. Of training, of full training for this side, so it's exciting. Let's get into that aforementioned starting 11. As you can see on the screen right there, it's an unchanged lineup. From last weekend's 1-0 victory over Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. So that is David De Gea in goal, Diogo Dalot at right back, Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire as your centre backs. Number 27, Alex Telles is your left back. We have Fred and McTominay as the 2 6s. We then have Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes in those advanced attacking midfielder roles. Again, they're not really winger positions, but they're advanced, or shall we say, I wouldn't say advanced playmakers, but they're certainly attacking midfielders. Then we have the front two of Marcus Rashford and Cristiano Ronaldo. So as I mentioned, an unchanged lineup from last weekend's 1-0 victory over Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. On the substitutes bench, we have Tom Heaton and Dean Henderson, 2 goalkeepers. We also have 2 centre-backs in Eric Bailly and Phil Jones. Luke Shaw is on the bench as he continues his recovery from 2 head injuries in close proximity. Of course, he played 60 minutes against Young Boys on Wednesday, didn't he? We also have Jesse Lingard and Donny van der Beek. So Lingard and van der Beek, after playing on Wednesday, are on the bench for Manchester United. Then we have 2 forwards on the bench as well. Mason Greenwood, slightly unlucky, I think, to be on the bench after his performance on Wednesday. And Anthony Elanga, who also played against Young Boys too. So, to be honest with you, that lineup, I'm not really that surprised, really. I said in the preview that I'd expect a very similar lineup to what happened or what was put out last weekend by Ralph Rangnick, and we've been proven right. The only change that I would have maybe thought about would have been Greenwood for Rashford. As I mentioned, I think Greenwood is unlucky not to be playing. I don't know if it's just the case of Greenwood played on Wednesday. Ralph Rangnick just did the interview with Sky, and he essentially said, they played well last weekend. I was happy with what I saw. We've trained all week as a collective unit. This 11 players or so have trained all week, and we're happy and... Make no mistake. I mean, we can talk about Rashford and Greenwood, about who's going to start, all that kind of stuff. But this side is more than good enough and should be more than good enough to beat Norwich City. Even away from home, Premier League, I know it's a big occasion. Manchester United coming to town, all that kind of stuff. It's always a big occasion when Man United comes to town. I get it. But let's be real here. That side should be beating Norwich City. Obviously, I could be eating my words come the end of the match on the match reaction. Be sure to join us. But I think that team's more than good enough to defeat Norwich City today at Carroll Road. I think, to be honest with you, I think also as well that, the exciting thing that I'm probably the most optimistic about and I'm the most curious about, shall we say, is that, again, it's an unchanged lineup, but this is 7 days of training. This is 7 days of work. The big thing in the game last weekend against Crystal Palace, wasn't it, was that they had a training session on Saturday, 45 minutes plus some video analysis. That was about it. Now we're looking at 7 days of work. Are we going to see a greater picture, a greater image of what Ralph Rangnick or how Ralph Rangnick wants Manchester United to play? I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so, and I certainly hope that is the case. So it's an interesting lineup. I think, again, it's a predictable lineup. But realistically, and you can let me know in the free seats as always, who would you change? Who would you switch in? I think the big one for me probably would be Greenwood for Rashford. I think Fred absolutely deserves his place. McTominay. People can talk about maybe having Van der Beek in for McTominay, but again, I think they both did well enough. And again, make no mistake, there should be a starting 11 that should be able to defeat Norwich City today at Carrow Road. My hope is, and again, whether or not we'll see this, I don't know, but my hope would be is that Manchester United really lay down a marker today. I really would hope that United put down a marker in, a 3-0, 4-0 victory. I know it's not that simple, and I know it's not that straightforward, and football's a funny game, and those kind of things can go wrong and will go wrong. That's football, but I would hope today that Manchester United put down a marker. And again, I'm curious to see what kind of performance that Ralph Rangnick's side have. But it's exciting. It's really exciting. As always, though, guys, let me know where you're watching from. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. As we get closer and closer to 100K, we're on the road to 100K now, past that 90K mark last weekend, I think 7 days ago. And now we have a big match 7 days later. So it's all go, go, go. But let me know where you're watching from. Let me know your prediction. And let me know your thoughts on the starting lineup. As always, we'll get your comments up on the screen. Such as Anissa says, good morning, Owen and all. Hope everyone's feeling good. 3-0 minimum, eh? Smashed a like as soon as I crashed in. Have you? It's a great question. Anissa, have you? Have you smashed a like on the like button? Anissa has. Take your shoes off, relax. We've got plenty of time ahead. Plenty of time ahead. We've got 90 minutes plus more of a game to watch. So be sure to smash a like on the like button. Kyle Paul says, big up, Owen. Appreciate you, Kyle, for joining us this evening. Austin says, watching from, how do you say that, Waukesha, Wisconsin? But it's in the Midwest in the United States. Hope you're all doing well. Timmy Adams watching from Cape Town in South Africa. Lucas Chan says, let me see you pronounce my province, Saskatchewan. Hey, come on. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan. I know Saskatchewan. It's Canada, isn't it? I know that. Come on. They're there. You doubt me. Lucas. Kristen says, good game, everyone. I believe Denmark. Jules saying from New York. Adam says, watch any more Ashes, Owen. Oh, don't even get me started. Whoa, terrible, isn't it? Terrible. Second test next week, isn't it? Ray Diaz says, watching from Cali. Go United. Okay, gotta go. Before I go, smash the like. That's the dedication we like, Ray. That's the dedication we like. Austin said Waukesha, but close enough. I got the Canadian one wrong. I got the Wisconsin one. I got the Canadian one right. Wisconsin one wrong. Do you know that's how terrible I am at multitasking? All I had to do was turn the volume on my TV, and my words started getting mixed up. But yes, I am excited. I'm excited for this one. It's a strange feeling, isn't it, going into these United matches, having these. Having this sort of sense of optimism to see what kind of Manchester United is going to show up. So it's very exciting. Akil says 4:30 a.m. in Canberra, Australia here. Is that the capital? Is that the capital of Australia? Isn't that one of those things that everyone assumes that Sydney's the capital of Australia, but it's actually Canberra? Is that right? We'll see. David Lee says, big up, Owen, drop a bomb. Yes, I wish I had the soundboard that KG has to add some dynamism or something to these match views. Like I said before, I wouldn't want to do the same thing that he did, because I can never do what KG does, and I'm certainly not KG. But I feel like I need to incorporate something. I think that I need to get, like, there's a lot of space here, like to this bit. You can see where my hand cuts off, but there's a lot of space here. And I feel like I could put in some kind of like video clip. And like, because if you go through like a KG match view, it's a gold mine. It's a gold mine of like just funny like reactions and clips and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like I need to maybe do that. If I can get some KG clips and then I can put them in like the top corner or something like that, that would be a lot of fun. Or maybe I can get, and it can appear on an iPad or something like that as well. Come on, we could do something like Akil says, Owen, your geography knowledge is on point. It's actually not. It's really not. I was one of those people that dropped geography really early on. When I went to school, you could drop a subject when you were in like year 8, so you'd have been like 13, and it was like geography. That was the first thing I dropped. So my geographical knowledge is terrible. It's terrible. But I try my best. Lance is with us, says, hi, Owen. How you doing, Lance? So the match is about to start in a few seconds. We're about 2 minutes away from kickoff. Al says, KG got you working overtime. No, it's that time of the year. KG's back on Tuesday. He's going to be doing the Brentford game on Tuesday. It's that time of the year, isn't it? People are travelling. Well, people are meant to be travelling. Whether or not they'll be able to, who knows? But it's that time of year, people are travelling. People have other commitments. People have, family round, all that kind of stuff. It's life, isn't it? It's life. And it just so happens that it gets at the busiest time of the year when football's really kicks into like a game every other day, doesn't it? So one of those things, but we will do our best to bring you as much content as we can. That's what we try and do. And as well, this is an exciting thing. I can maybe break you this exclusive here. The Full View is back tomorrow. I know a lot of you have been saying, where's the Full View? What's going on? What's been going on with the Full View? When's the Full View gonna happen again? It's happening tomorrow. Full View is back tomorrow. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. I think it's going to be 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., something like that. I don't know. Anissa says, each and every one of you should have your own customized soundboard. Please make it a reality. Legendary moments in the making for Best Moments compilation. I feel like my sound clips would be a lot different to KG's as well. But the match is about to start. They're taking the knee. As we are underway at Carrow Road. Ralph Rangnick's second game as Manchester United manager. Let's see where this one brings us. Ball's immediately out for a goal kick. I love that when they do that. Like, kick off, go long, goal kick. And it was a Norwich kickoff as well. It's such a waste. Unless your idea is that they're going to play it out from the back, let's try and press them. But it doesn't look like Norwich are really going to do that here. Diogo Dalot has it down the right-hand side, puts it to Sancho, 1-2 of Ronaldo. Interesting to see Dalot today. He's been getting a lot of praise, rightfully so. Wan-Bissaka was criticised a lot in the week, again, rightfully so. The right-back position's his own. The right-back position is Diogo Dalot's right now. Let's make no mistake. Big thing as well is keeping the clean sheet, of course. Keeping that clean sheet is very important. We were very happy with it last weekend. We want to keep it as well. Long ball by Norwich. Fred should have taken a touch, heads it down. McTominay wins it back. This might be an opportunity here. Sancho picks it up. Puts it down to Ronaldo, who's down the right-hand side. Pass. McTominay, it was behind him. But already we've got it back by a mistake by Norwich. Fred will want to have Bruno. Fred just fired it into the feet of Rashford and Norwich win it back. What's our press like then? Can we win it back? They do break the press. Easy. Norwich do a pass down. United's right-hand side goes out for a goal kick. I want to keep an eye on this press because those passes have been very quick, very snappy. Rangnick said specifically in his interview before the game he wanted to see more forward passes. There was an interview with Scott McTominay as well, wasn't there? We're saying, the manager mentioned, forward passes and all this kind of stuff. That's what Rangnick wants. He doesn't want this side-to-side BS or anything like that. He wants to see forward passes, high energy, but also being relatively direct as well. So Norwich playing it around at the back here. Let's see what this Man United press looks like. Tim Krul has it, but I'm assuming once he passes it to a fullback, the press will be triggered. The press will be triggered. The press will be triggered. They went for a pass. It went out for a throw-in. A lot of people talking about Lewis Hamilton, the F1. I'm excited about that. I'm not going to say he's on pole, just in case you haven't seen it. A throw-in. Tellez throws it to Harry Maguire, who passes it to Victor Lindelof. Lindelof tries the long ball that he's good at. It's trying to go long to, I believe that's Bruno Fernandes. It's headed slightly away by the Norwich defender and then hooked clear. McTominay has the ball in the middle of the pitch. Fred took too long. Now, this is where the press. How can you win it back? Quick pass just beats the press immediately by Norwich. So United need to settle down here a little bit. This was a big feature of the game in the week, and of course a completely different side, 11 changes. But the game in the week was very much sloppy passes, and that's really what cost United the 3 points, was just sloppiness in possession. Hopefully you won't see that today. Norwich go long again. Maguire with the header. McTominay heads it back. Is De Gea going to make that? I know McTominay was trying to head it back to the keeper. It was miles away from De Gea, who just puts it out for a throw-in. So it's a Norwich throw-in here. United just need to maybe settle a little bit. It's only nearly 4 minutes gone, so plenty of the game to go. Ball over the top is a good ball by Norwich, down United's left-hand side. Cuts inside by Fred, uses his other foot to cross it in. Fernandes flicks it out. Norwich have certainly settled better. They have the ball on the edge of the box here. The referee's never going to give it. He goes down. Ronaldo does a bit of a 1-2 with the referee. Oh, what are you doing now? Now you stop it because... Yeah, but we still had the ball. So why are you stopping the game? I know it's touched the referee. McTominay just stopped short there. He was rolling around number 30 Norwich for a free kick. Never was a free kick. But there was no need to stop the game. We still had possession. Red Baron with a super chat, appreciate the contribution, says our players should get, quote, asthma so they can get their special breathing medicines that Liverpool use. Hey, come on now. Conspiracy Red Baron starting it off early. I haven't seen any of the highlights, obviously, but I did see, wasn't there a slightly controversial penalty not given at Anfield this afternoon? I know there was a lot of controversy at the Chelsea game as well. But to be honest, I'm not even really focused on Chelsea and Liverpool and even City at this point. Let's focus on ourselves first before we start looking at other sides. Maguire. It's to Rashford. Rashford gets a bit lucky there. Lindelof as well here. So again, this is where Randy's looking for forward passes. A forward pass by Scott McTominay there. Dalot cuts back inside. Sideways to Fred. Passes it across to Sancho. Sancho with a 1-2 with Rashford. He passes it back to Maguire. Maguire tries to go long. He's aiming for Dalot, gets cut out, and that's a foul by Diogo Dalot. It's a sloppy pass by Harry Maguire. I appreciate the attempt, but you just don't have the range of passing. You just really don't have the range of passing. But again, it wasn't quick enough, and Norwich got back into shape, and that was something we saw quite a bit last weekend, wasn't it? It was something we saw quite a bit last weekend with United, is that when we weren't direct enough with those forward passes, it did allow Palace to get into shape relatively quickly and easily, and you could see it right there already. Norwich are happy for us to have the ball. You know, this is the whole thing about possession, isn't it? Possession is control, but it's also about what you do with the ball. If you're defensively 11 people behind the ball and in shape, you're more than happy for them to have the ball. McLean, Sargent here for Norwich. Pookie, oh, there was an opportunity. It's a good tackle by Fred. It's edge of the box stuff here for United. Tries to put it out to the United right-hand side. Bruno Fernandes, where are you going? Let's go back to the goalkeeper. Bruno's made a bit of a pig's ear of this. Should be a goal kick. Does all right in the end. Don't shout at Dalot. Just pass it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper was on there. You can see here, it's a nice bit of plays. A couple of fortunate bounces from Norwich. Pookie there, they got overloaded a little bit there, and it would have been certainly a situation. He tries to put it out to the left-hand side as Norwich player. Bruno has it, and then I'm not sure what he's doing. Just go back to the goalkeeper. But as I mentioned, we're about 7 minutes nearly gone, and Norwich have certainly settled better here. McTominay wins the ball back. Sancho. Where is his options? Rashford in the middle. Telles is down that left-hand side. Rashford's deciding to go by himself. He's running into the box. Tried to be direct, but the ball goes away. Norwich will get a free kick or a throw, and it looks like. Eugene says, Owen, do you remember Fowler with the nose tape back in the day? I do. I do. David Lee says he's in front. There's some people that are behind, delayed. Chris Armas is on the bench. His first game as Manchester United assistant coach. If you are in front or behind or whatever, that's why we've got the timer. So hopefully you can sync up or do the very best that you can. Ollie's iPad says, oh no, where is KG? He's traveling. He's going to be out of the country in December, so I don't think he's traveled yet because he's going to be here on Tuesday. But he's also got some stand-up commitments as well because he is a comedian. So it's the clues in the name, KG the comedian. So yeah, that's why he's not here today. But he will be back on Tuesday for the Brentford game. Tellez. Oh, it's a real sloppy pass. He's passed it straight to Pukki. They're going to cross it into the box. There's an issue at the back post. McTominay cuts it out. And it's a Norwich corner. Norwich certainly started better now. United still haven't settled. Tellez, it's a poor pass. It's a poor pass to Maguire. I'm not sure what's going on there. Pukki puts the ball into the box. And McTominay charges into the box. I think Lindelof would have cleared it away anyway. But United just haven't started. Not at all. Norwich try a short corner. Ball whipped in. Headed away by Maguire. Sancho flicks it away. Ronaldo chests it to Fred, who puts it out to the left-hand side to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno takes on the player and passes it just straight out for a throw-in. Which has kind of summed up this opening nearly 10 minutes here. That Bruno Fernandes pass has essentially summed up this 10 minutes for Manchester United here. Just, again, it's like midweek. It's just sloppy in possession. I'm begging for us to do a couple of passes to feet and not give the ball away or actually have a decent first touch. I don't know if we're, rushing things, but they're just... Seems to be this sort of technical sort of drop-off. Norwich switch it again to this left-hand side. There's a lot of room on the left-hand side. Tellez gets a throw in for Manchester United. United Fan TV, Bradley's in the house. Big up the mods, as always. It says, Owen with lots of love hearts. Thank you, Bradley. Look at that. Look at Bradley being affectionate. So 10 minutes gone here at Carrow Road. Not the best start for Manchester United by any means. Again, just need to settle in this game a little bit. Get your foot on the ball. Let's get a bit of possession. McTominay, of course, just hoofs it up the pitch, which is easily dealt with by Norwich. Oh, Norwich plays the ball cannoned off his head. Rashford has it now, though. Puts it out to the right-hand side to Jadon Sancho. Diogo Dalot's going to have the overlap. There is Diogo Dalot. First time he's going to put the cross in the box. Manages to get it in. Bruno's at the back post. That might go out for a corner. No, he's going to keep it in. That was a decent move there. Oh, put it to Tellez, who didn't cross it very well. McTominay, edge of the box. Blocked by Norwich. Rashford with a header. Let's get the ball down. Sancho tries to do so. It's off the shoulder of Rashford there. Well, I like the movement of Dalot and Sancho, with Dalot with the overlap. That was a bit better, a bit more productive from Manchester United there. So Norwich in the first 10 minutes have had 55% possession, Man United having 45. So again, that kind of reaffirms my point that I was sort of making there. We just haven't been able to... I mean, Ranić, what does he talk about? Control. Certainly, we have not controlled the game in the opening 10 minutes. But no major chances for either side yet. No goalkeepers had to make any saves of any note. Dean Smith's last victory as Aston Villa boss was the 1-0 victory at Old Trafford earlier this season. United Fan TV says, let's get the likes up, people. Yes, nearly 400 people watching. Only 133 likes. I can already hear Josh screaming at me. Going, pause the stream, pause the stream. Bradley says, I keep expecting Owen to say 1, 2, 3 and that's the match. Yes. It's a wrestling reference. It's very well done, Bradley. Okay, United win the ball back. This might be... it's a poor pass by Bruno. I don't know what he's expecting of Rashford there. Or he's attempted a through ball, but it's nowhere near Rashford. And it's just... That's, again, encompasses it. Sloppy. That's the second sloppy pass by Bruno as well. He put it straight out for a throw a second ago and tried a through ball that wasn't there. Sancho, edge of the box. Rashford. Referee's going to give a free kick. It's soft. It's really soft. It's really soft. So let's see the replay here. So Sancho is running to the edge of the box, passes it to Rashford, I mean, he's got the defender on his back. It's Grant Hanley, and he's grabbing him a bit. But to say it's a free kick, I think is soft. If we score, I don't care. I'll take it. But I'm not sure it was particularly necessarily a free kick. Either way, there's plenty of people standing over this one. There's Telles, Ronaldo, Rashford, Bruno Fernandes. Who do we think takes it? I mean, if it's Ronaldo, no chance. No chance. Is it the angle for... I think it's the angle for Telles. Telles, the whip in the top corner, left foot. I think it's an angle for Telles. So you've got plenty of people in the wall for Norwich. You've got the draft excluder on the floor as well. I think it's going to be Telles that takes it. Ronaldo's... You always won't know Ronaldo. He's not doing the full-on stance. It is going to be Telles. Deflected. Oh, hits the bar. It's a corner. Telles hits it. It's flicked off the wall here, and it hits the top of the bar. I think it's Sargent in the wall. Let's have another look. Heads down, off the bar. I mean, to be honest with you, even if with the flick, I would have expected Krul to save it, but off the bar, Telles nearly puts United up 1-0 from the free kick. Corner ball. Bruno Fernandes whips the ball in, and that's another corner to United. Remember at the beginning of the season we had this whole thing about set piece coach. Was it Eric Ramsey? Is that his name? What does he do? What does he do? I'm trying to jinx it, by the way, massively trying to jinx it. But what does he do? How many set pieces have we scored from this season? Bruno Fernandes, once again, standing over this corner, whips the ball in. Headed away by Norwich. Edge of the box, Telles. It's Jadon Sancho. Is going to put the ball back in. No. Going to try and take on the player. It's a nice 1-2 by Telles and Sancho there. Norwich win it back just to Bruno Fernandes. Tries a switch. Ronaldo tried a volley. Misses it completely. Going to take on Grant Hanley, though. And I think it's going to be a free kick to Norwich. Ronaldo's obviously found the guy there, and he's laying on the floor, and he points to the linesman. Was it me? Was it me? Well, yes. Yes, Ronnie. Of course it was you. You're the one wrestling the Scotsman to the floor. He tried the big volley. Look, sometimes they don't pay off, do they? Sometimes they don't pay off. The thing I kind of hope with that is, you know for a fact that if Cristiano will try that later on in the game, he might rattle it in the top corner. Like, that might be just a thing to rile him up a little bit, you know. Over 400 people watching, only 162 likes. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Road to 100k. Can it be done before the end of the year? Who knows? Jungle says, why are defenders taking our free kicks, LOL? Look, if they're... Dennis Irwin used to take penalties. If you're good at it, if you're good at it, then do it. You know? Bradley says, let's be having ya. I tell you what, I didn't really realise at the time, and maybe just because I was a bit younger at the time, but like in retrospect, it's tremendous that Delia Smith went on the pitch like hammered and started shouting at a capacity stadium. It's great. Like, everyone's had that night where they go out for a few drinks and they have too many. I've never had a few too many drinks and ended up in the middle of a football stadium and started chanting at the crowd with a microphone in my hand. You've got to rate it. You've got to rate it. It's tremendous from Delia. And her thought that would work to sort of win fans over. Like, they would be happy. They wouldn't boo her. I'm just going to go and start insulting, like, how many people going Carrow Road? It's like 20-odd thousand. It's probably more than that, isn't it? Yeah, I'll just start shouting at them on a live mic. Because that will get the crowd up and going for the game. Norwich have the ball, though. McTominay wins it back here. Ronaldo passes it straight to a Norwich player. Again, that's been part of the problem with United so far, isn't it? Even if we do win the ball back, it goes straight back to a Norwich player. The passing's been a bit sloppy. So Aaron's on the ball here. Krul with the ball. Let's see this United press in action. Krul goes long. It's a good pass, actually. Sancho. 1-2 with Fred. Sancho to Rashford. That's got to be a foul. Go quick, go quick. Tellez is on. They're certainly trying to get tight to Manchester United. There's no doubt about that. And I think it is forcing these errors. Is that when we win the ball, they're right on us straight away. You have to give them credit for that. Ronaldo. Fred. Maguire with the ball here. You always get nervous when he's looking for a pass. Of course, just go sideways. Lindelof. Passes out to Dalot, right-hand side. McTominay. Lindelof to Maguire. So United playing with the ball around the back a little bit. As I mentioned before, Norwich happy for United to have the ball here in their shape completely. 11 men behind the ball. They're more than content for United to have the ball. They've put the ball out because it looks like Grant Hanley, the Norwich captain, is going to have to go off here. Of course, he was involved in that tumble with Ronaldo, and he doesn't look to be moving too well. I'm not sure what it particularly was, but it looks like Hanley's going to have to come off. Which, people can mock Grant Hanley. Feels like he's been around forever, isn't it, with Blackburn? But he's obviously a big player for them. Losing your captain, it's a big deal. So it looks like he's going to be coming off. Looks like Tim Krul's going to be the captain for Norwich going forward. But Grant Hanley's coming off. It's 20 minutes gone, still 0-0. No real major chances. Tellez clipped the bar from the free kick. This is the closest United have come. David De Gea hasn't really been troubled at all. United getting into the game a little bit more now after a bit of a, I wouldn't say shaky start, just sloppy start. But how was everybody feeling about this opening 20 minutes so far? Lindelof going to try that long ball once again. Goes straight to Tim Krul. I think he might have been looking for Tellez there as well. And it went straight to Tim Krul. United win the ball back. That's a bit better when it comes to the press. Rashford goes back to Maguire. Maguire tries a forward pass there to Bruno Fernandes, who does a bit of a 1-2 of Ronaldo. Long ball to Rashford. Not sure where that's particularly going. Bruno, Fred. Tellez, left-hand side, cuts in a little bit. Fred once again. Bruno Fernandes. He's going to cross it into the box. No, tries a 1-2 of Ronaldo. Ronaldo puts it to Tellez, puts the ball into the box, deflected a little bit, goes to Tim Krul. Trying to work it. I think it's just they're struggling to find space to work it. Again, I mentioned Norwich. Every time we're on the ball, straight on top of us, making it very difficult. And especially if we take too many touches higher up the pitch, or we're taking too much time on the ball, Norwich are very quick to get back into position, which is making it difficult. That's why Ralph Rangnick wants to have those forward and more direct passes, but they need to be quicker. You can't go side, then direct. Because by then they're back into the shape and it becomes very difficult to penetrate that. Diogo Dalot hooks it away. And Man United are going to have a throw in here. Bradley says, I'll be honest, I've missed portions of the game coming over a first quarter review. It hasn't not been a lot of substance, to be honest, Bradley. Again, Tellez clipped the bar. United didn't settle very well the first 10 minutes. Norwich haven't made any chances really of substance. United, Harry Maguire just passed it backwards there. United, again, it's a little bit of sloppiness at times. Forward pass there, for instance, that. McTominay does a forward pass, goes to Dalot, he tries a flick, misses the ball completely, goes out for a throw-in. That kind of just sums it up. So Norwich have a throw-in here. I mean, Ranić's talking about control, isn't he? I'm not sure. I mean, have we controlled this game? I mean, certainly in the last sort of 15 minutes, we've got more of a stranglehold on it. But again, I'm looking at sort of, being more comfortable on the ball. I'm not sure we've really seen that yet. And what's interesting for the press as well, for the press that we've been trying to do in this game, we haven't won the ball that often high up in that final third of the pitch as we did in the first sort of half an hour against Palace. But Lindelof has the ball here. McTominay passes it to Dalot on the right-hand side. To Sancho. Sancho to Rashford. Rashford playing with his back to goal a lot. Every time he's receiving the ball, it's with his back to goal. Ronaldo, Telles, down the left-hand side. Ronaldo once again. Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, Fernandes, he was pulled back. He must be pulled back there, Rashford. The referee hasn't given anything. I felt like Rashford had him on the shoulder there. Let's have another look at this. And he grabs him. There's no doubt. Cabot grabs him. It's not a lot, but he grabs the shirt. But if you want to play out Rashford, you've got to go down, unfortunately. But that was a bit better by United. A bit quicker. A couple of one-touch passes. Crawl with a big kick. Lindelof gets ahead to it. Norwich have the ball now in the middle of the pitch, coming down this left-hand side. Or United's right-hand side, shall we say. That's a Norwich corner. Norwich have a corner. Sloppy again from Dalot. I mean, he's trying to see the ball out. It's a simple pass. He's just trying to see the ball out. And he's shielding it, and it just comes off his foot. Goes out for a corner. It's a chance for Norwich. They're gonna make their set pieces count. Travash says, "Why did Rashi stop his run?" I think that's the thing. I mean, it was a tug. It was a tug on him, obviously. But if you're gonna claim the free kick or the penalty, you got to go down. You can't just stop. And I do think that the ball was probably past him. But if you're gonna commit, and we didn't. Maguire to Lindelof. Fred, Dalot. Who's really sort of struggled. I mean, Dalot had one cross into the box early on. It's been Telles really has been maybe the more advanced of the fullbacks so far. Rashford. It's a Manchester United throw-in. But 26 minutes gone, nearly 27. United now certainly having more of the ball. But again, Norwich are happy for us to have it in this position here. You can see Norwich formation very easily. Little deflection there. Gives Man United a throw-in. Nigel says, people have been putting Dalot back on a pedestal after a few good games. He's back to his old self. Well, there's 27 minutes gone. We'll see. Speaking of Dalot, passes the ball backwards to Lindelof. Harry Maguire. Bruno Fernandes coming deep. Dalot passes it back to Fred. Lindelof to Fred once again. Well, certainly I wouldn't say it's been as an encouraging first 30 minutes as it was against Palace. Maguire tries a long ball to Rashford, easily cut out by the Norwich defender. And now Norwich have a bit of space to break. They've got plenty of room in the middle here. Coming down United's left-hand side here. They're going to try and cross the ball into the box. Does. Opportunity, cuts back. Oof. Just didn't land at the feet of Timo Pukki. That could have been an opportunity and could have been a goal. But certainly the closest that Norwich have come to having a big opportunity here. They try a ball over the top. Goalkeeper should claim this. Does. It's half a chance for Timo Pukki that. It's coming down the United's left-hand side. Cuts inside. Tries a little dink into the box. And it's just the 7's there. It's a good pass. And he cuts it back to Pukki and sort of comes off his heel. United get a bit fortunate there. Ronaldo and Bruno tried a 1-2. Bruno stopped his run. Link-up play just hasn't been there for United in that final third so far. Certainly hasn't been crisp enough either. JC said Norwich have been the better team. I wouldn't say Norwich have been the better side. I would just say United they're not doing enough with the ball. You know, sometimes it's just, again, it's almost like a harken back to Ollie, isn't it? Side to side at the back. And you're letting Norwich get into shape, and then you try and force something because you think, well, we've had the ball for so long, we've got to try and force something. Try a forward pass. It doesn't work, and then Norwich break. Playing into Norwich's hands, it needs to be, that's a bit, nearly by Bruno to Ronaldo. It needs to be more, again, quicker. The tempo needs to be higher. We haven't really seen the United press at all like we saw against Crystal Palace. So certainly a lot for Ralph Rangnick to ponder here. And again, I was talking about hoping that United would lay down a marker, 3 or 4-0. Plenty of time still to go. But we haven't been dominating the game in that effect. But we're not pressing Norwich at all. Again, Norwich have been comfortable. Certainly comfortable. Norwich with the ball here down United's right-hand side. Sancho, Dalot, McTominay, Rashford, Fred. Puts it to Bruno Fernandes. Bit of space here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Down United's left-hand side. Tries to take him on. Is into the box from Ronaldo. That sums up our first half there. It's just so sloppy. He does win it back though for Manchester United. But he does a couple of step overs and then just loses the ball. And again, it's nice. It's just sloppiness. It's just sloppiness. It's just individual errors. McTominay, Bruno. McTominay once again. Bruno's gone down. Sancho's down the right-hand side. Going to try and square up the fullback. Dalot, he's in the box. Turns and shoots. Ooh, Ronaldo nearly got a little bit onto it. Red Baron says, why do I see so much negativity from fans? This is a new system. Let's give them time. A fan just said, not sure about Rangnick now. I think it's ridiculous to say I don't know about Rangnick now. He's had, in terms of Premier League football, he's had 120 minutes of football. It's nothing. It's nothing. This to me looks like bad habits creeping in. Unfortunately, sloppiness on the ball. Tempo isn't there. There isn't a press there, once again. The forward passes are forced after passing it sideways or backwards for 20 or 30 seconds and the opportunity's gone. This is a bit better now. Look, players for Norwich are trying to get back, so we actually tries to switch it to Sancho. But again, the pass isn't there. I mean, if this continues, it's going to be a long game. It's going to be a really long game. Because Norwich haven't felt particularly threatened so far at all. And it's been a real lack of quality. A real lack of quality. And I hope that after the game, irrespective of the result, I hope that Rangnick would come out afterwards and say, well, what do you think of that first half? And I hope he comes out and say it was shit. Because it's not what we worked on. I talked about forward passes. We haven't seen it many. I talked about pressing football, and there isn't. Norwich are playing very clearly a 4-5-1, a flat 4-5-1 out of the ball, and they're very comfortable. And we don't seem to have an answer for that. And I just don't know if that's because some of these players just don't have the quality on the ball, which is terrible. Maguire, bit of space now. Tellez, down the left-hand side, cuts into Rashford. Again, goes backwards to Maguire, which Norwich are happy with. Maguire, forward pass to Bruno. Bruno in a bit of a space here. What are you going to do? Bruno tries to cross into the box to Ronaldo. Ronaldo has his thumb up, but that sums up Bruno Fernandes' first half as well. Tries a cross, it's over here, it goes out for a goal kick. Again, in those kind of moments, that's where you need your sort of attacking players to demonstrate that bit of quality. It needs to be precise. There is no precision. And you also get the impression as well that sometimes when these players are taking a first touch, they're panicking. They panic. And their touch is just, the touch is off today as well. McTominay, nearly dispossessed here by Norwich. Shifts it out wide to Tellez. Tellez tries a pass to Bruno, but goes straight to a Norwich player. Bruno's gesticulating now, which he does a lot. Everything just feels a bit, like I said, forced or sloppy. Win the ball back here, though, high up. Bruno. Space on the right-hand side, but it's a poor pass by Bruno Fernandes again. I mean, let's call a spade a spade here. Bruno Fernandes had a shocker of a first half. Absolutely shocker of a first half. I'd love to see how many, actually accurate passes he has done. Because that's like 3 or 4 occasions now we've been in at least promising scenarios and he's given the ball away. Tried to switch to Tellez. Wasn't enough on it. See, this was what I would hope would be the difference. Ball over the top. So Lindelof should deal with it. Go back to De Gea. It does. What I would hope would be the difference between Rangnick and Ollie is that previously Ollie would leave Bruno on because what's Bruno going to... you never know what Bruno could do. He could have a shocker 85 but then score 2 goals in the 90th minute and win the game. I hope Rangnick would look at this and say, look, you've got 10 minutes after half-time, mate, and buck your ideas up because you've barely placed a correct pass. Tellez to Ronaldo. Rashford, a bit more space for United here. Rashford. Not sure what he's doing with it. Takes too much time, overplays it. You've got to make the decision there. Either you've got to put the ball into the box, Rashford, or you've got to cut it back. He does neither. Just gets dispossessed. Again, it's just sloppy from United. It's so sloppy. Norwich with the ball down United's right-hand side. Maguire cuts it out. I've had some promising scenarios, but that pass just either goes out of play or goes to a Norwich player. It's so frustrating. Menace says Gegenpress is going well. Well, Gegenpress is not happening in this game. Tom Weeks says Rashford has poor decision making. Just take a shot. I mean, that's the thing there. Again, it's decision making from Rashford in that scenario. He doesn't do anything. Diego says, relax. Let's see what happens after half-time. We know our team needs coaching. Well, yeah, again, I think Rangnick won't be happy. Rangnick won't be happy watching this because it's totally different to what we were watching against Palace. Fred. McTominay, bit of space here. Forward pass. Ronaldo, he's through. Take a shot. He cuts back. He's taken a while here. Ronaldo. Oh, it's a save by Tim Krul. Just couldn't find the right situation. Sancho still in the box, though. Is he going to cut it back? Oh, opportunity. Ronaldo. To be honest, Ronaldo should do better there. He knows it as well. Took too much time. You see it here, though. So probably our best attack is McTominay. Plays with Ronaldo. Surprisingly for him, he doesn't take a good first touch. And he decides he wants to cut back. And he cuts back a couple of times and hits his left foot. It's a comfortable save for Krul. United's best attack, though. But that's what Rangnick will want. Again, don't give them time because they've got this low blocking. Obviously, it's a 4-5-1 out of possession. Don't give them time. Play between the lines. Play quicker. Have Ronaldo playing on the shoulder. Not every time it goes to Rashford, it's going with his back to goal. Plenty of time to go, though. And United, maybe starting to break the lines a little bit. Just need that little bit of quality in that final third. Fred. Sancho. Fred puts it to Telles down the left-hand side. United are getting a bit of extra space here. Telles whips the ball in. Rashford gets under the ball, to be honest with you. Headed out for a goal kick. We're seeing this again. And again, it is surprising by Ronaldo in that his first touch wasn't on point. Very surprising. He cuts back in a couple of times, as I mentioned. It's a comfortable safer crawl in the end. But United's biggest chance, and again, it comes from winning the ball up higher up the pitch, and immediately after winning it, getting the ball out your feet quickly. Breaking those lines. Don't allow them to get that low block. Referee's giving a free kick. It's never a free kick. What a load of shit. Norwich have the ball now. To be honest, first time they've actually had the ball for a while, and they've got an opportunity here. Cuts inside. Pukki. Oh, it's blocked by Dalot. That was way too easy. Norwich have the ball here, about 25 yards out. Puts it down the United's right-hand side, cuts the ball into the box. Oof. Gets the ball back again, crossed in, head it away. Oh, comfortable for De Gea in the end. That's the concern. They've definitely got something, Norwich, coming down our left-hand side. No doubt about it. You can see it then, left-hand side, and it's a simple pass, just splits the defence wide open. And once again, they try and cut it back, and Dalot does well. He does just enough to block Pukki, but again, down United's left-hand side, it's just a simple cut in and pass. They got the header, but it came off Telles, and it was comfortable for David De Gea. Here's Dalot. Gets the ball stuck under his feet. Again, that's happened quite a lot today. Rashford. Dalot once again. Pass to Ronaldo. McTominay. It's a good pass out to Telles down that left-hand side. Opportunity to get it into the box, maybe. Again, too many touches. It wasn't Telles, it was Sancho, rather. And again, that's the problem. Just, you're getting in some positive scenarios, and it's just too many touches, too many touches. What am I going to do? Am I going to cut it back? Or am I going to pass it? Or am I going to have a shot? They're constantly overthinking these scenarios. Lindelof. Fred. Now United, once again, Norwich are in shape, so we're going to have to deal with this low block. Sancho, Maguire, Telles. Tries a pass to Rashford, misses, goes straight to a Norwich player. Lindelof passed the ball back to De Gea. Hopefully that encourages Norwich to actually get up the pitch a little bit. But they'll just stay in their shape. No doubt about it. They'll just stay in that shape. Nearly 500 people watching, by the way, guys. So be sure to smash a like on the like button. Only 218 likes as Bruno Fernandes with another short pass. Dalot dispossessed by the Norwich player. That's a throw-in. So Man United throw-in has gone out. I mean, you have to give Norwich credit in the sense that out of possession, they have a solid 4-5-1 position, a low block. I think their pressing has been very good. I mean, their pressing's probably been better than Man United's pressing, to be honest with you. From a United perspective here, as we're a couple of minutes away from half-time, again, sloppy on the ball, like that, from Fred, sloppy. Just, again, it's a simple pass, and he's nearly put Pukki through. Harry Maguire deals with it. Again, we're talking like 5-yard passes, simple passes. And it's sloppy. It's so sloppy. Bruno Fernandes, again, has done about, on 4 or 5 occasions of just simple passes or giving the ball away. And again, we panic once we get our foot on the ball. Here's a bit of a break here. Sancho tries a free ball. Ronaldo sort of ricochets off him. One back by a Norwich player. Aaron's fouled by McTominay. Is McTominay going to get booked? He's been booked for the last 5 games in a row or something ridiculous. Not yet. As you can see here, it's an obvious foul by McTominay. He knows what he's doing. But again, it's just sloppy. It's really sloppy. Get it? It's like you can almost feel it, can't you? You can almost feel it, like when a player will get the ball to their feet and they're immediately panicking. Immediately they're like, "Oh, God, what am I gonna do? Oh, I've got to get the ball out of my feet. Am I gonna pass it? Am I gonna cut it back?" And then instead of remaining calm, looking for the forward pass, it's okay. If I don't just give it away, I'll cut backwards, pass it backwards. Fred hooks it away. Certainly a lot for Ralf Rangnick to think about, though, at half-time. He can't be happy. He can't be happy because there is no way this is how Ralf Rangnick's instructed Manchester United to play. Telles clears it. Ronaldo gets lucky. He's been pulled back, obviously, referee. He's going to play an advantage. But Rashford's goes past the Norwich player there. That's better. There's nobody in the box apart from Sancho. Now he's in the box. Rashford just passes it to a Norwich player. Again, it sums it up. You got yourself in a positive situation there. That's an interesting scenario. And then it's just final pass. It's just sloppy. Rashford in the box again. United corner. But again, the final pass or just simple passes have been really sloppy this first half. Really sloppy. Very frustrating first half from Manchester United. And again, Rangnick cannot be happy. Cannot be happy with that. Bruno Fernandes, though, has a corner. Maybe we can get something before half-time. Tries something short to Telles. Teed it up and got the ball into the box. Headed away. Dalot tries something to Bruno, who tried to head it across goal. Away, though. Sancho again. Maguire, tipped over by Tim Krul. I thought for a second that was creeping in. It was creeping under the crossbar. Krul had to shuffle his feet. It's actually well played by Sancho. He just whips it in. And Maguire does very well. Very well. Gets his head to it. And it's just looping over Tim Krul and he tips it over. But it was creeping under the crossbar. That's a good save by Tim Krul. Corner again from United. Was the referee going to go over there and say that the ball's not on the D? Because it is. So ref, why are you listening to the crowd? The crowd are telling the ref to go over there and has a look, so he does. Why are you listening to the crowd? Why don't you ref the game with your own eyes? Not Carrow Roads. Whips the ball in. Headed away. Telles hits it back in. Tim Krul catches it. I can't believe the ref did that. Talk about bowing to the pressure of the crowd. Isn't that concerning? Isn't that concerning that the crowd are shouting, "Oh, take a look at this," and the ref did? Ridiculous. Krul the kick up the pitch, and that's half-time. So half-time, it's Manchester United. Well, it's Norwich 0, Manchester United 0. Frustrating first half for United. Sloppy in possession. I thought, again, some very, very, we got ourselves into some promising positions, and then the final pass just isn't there, or the final pass is miles off. Bruno Fernandes misplaced so many passes in that first half. Rashford looked off it as well. Ralf have to do something. Absolutely have to do something. Oh, KG's calling me. KG, you're live. What did you think of that?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I only got to watch the first 30 minutes, and I've been listening to you in the car. But I don't understand how we're playing like this. It's like there's no. I thought we've been training all week, and then the press would be there, the same intensity from the Crystal Palace game. I've seen none of that.
No.
I've seen more in terms of getting forward in terms of pressing wise from Norwich. Another thing, I think all the forward players have been a bit poor. Rashi's one it's more visible because his work with his back to goal has just been non-existent or just terrible, to be honest. Just a lot like nothing's worked, and we're playing slowly. We're not playing forward, backward passes. I don't understand what you thinking.
To be honest, I'm very surprised. I can't. Ralph Rangnick must at halftime be absolutely going in on some of those players, because that cannot be the way he wants Manchester United to play, because that was, again, at times slow on the ball. They get the ball to their feet and they panic. They panic and then they just give the ball away.
Yeah.
Or, like, again, the final pass is shocking. Or even just sometimes such a simple pass 5 yards. Can't even do that. Bruno Fernandes, man, he has given the ball away so many times.
And some horrible ones. I saw some really bad ones as well. Tries to play Rashford through, but it's short. It doesn't even get there. Then Rashford doesn't even run on one.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's been looking crazy. Ronaldo's tried to volley. He's missed it. But the front four have not been. The only one that is almost had little glimpses has been Sancho. But even defensively as well, I've seen Krul. Really, Krul must be really accurate, because he just kicks it left onto kicks it to the low side, gets it right to the player. So obviously the low's got to come out wide. So I think they've tried to work out how to break this press and how to get to the danger players.
Well, I think that's the problem, KG. I don't think there is a press from United in this game. I have not seen that in the Palace one. I mean, you were there. First 30 minutes, you could see it, pressing from the front, all that kind of stuff. That has not been there, and it's very surprising.
It hasn't. And inviting pressure as well. There's a few times where they've pressed us and picked up the ball in our half, and we've invited them a few backward passes, and I'm like, we don't want to pass backwards. Do you reckon it's too much information?
Maybe. I was thinking that as well. Maybe that's why they're panicking when they get the ball at their feet, because they're like, oh, what am I meant to do? What am I meant to do? And maybe it's a case as well. I mentioned this during the half. Is it just a case of bad habits, right? They've played a certain style of football for 3 years where it's been almost encouraged to go sideways or backwards, or the right pass will come. And it's very difficult to get rid of bad habits in 1 week, maybe. I'm sure Rangnick at halftime will be saying, no, pass the ball forward, a bit more direct, because so many times, again, we've seen it a couple of times with Dalot, particularly in that first half, if he's got the ball on the right-hand side and then he cuts back and passes backwards. That's a staple of how we were playing previously. So...
Well, Dalot shouldn't be doing that, because it's not like he plays for Ollie that much anyway. So it's a bit weird that, Maguire, the only one out of the centre-backs, Lindelof's tried to move it forward a few times. Maguire's gone back a lot. He's played it. It's weird, or sideways. It's really weird. The football from the whole squad hasn't been good enough.
No.
Hopefully, second half, they come out, and I hope. Well, this is Rangnick's job, innit? You got to get to these players.
Yep.
You got to get them to understand. And really, because it's all good doing it when it's kind of going well, or you're in that miniature bounce. Now, this is the business. This is the business part of the season. These are a lovely run of games. You got to make it count.
Oh, 100%.
Norwich has been nicely organised, but it's not enough that we can't be dangerous in there. Hanley, their big centre backs come off. So we have to turn it around second half, and I think players like Rashford need to understand that Greenwood's breathing down his back.
Yeah.
He's going to want that position, can easily play with back to goal. Work it out, mate. You have to work it out as quick as possible.
100%. I think we were saying that before the game. I felt that the one person that I was like, he's unfortunate not to be playing, was Greenwood, because Rashford hasn't been playing well. And again, after that first half, I mean, a couple of times as well, Rashford found himself in we've had this a couple of times, promising scenarios. I keep saying, promising scenarios where you go, right, if you get the right pass here, you could be in. And then sometimes he just didn't do anything. He just carried on running and then gets dispossessed. It's like, well, you didn't even decide to shoot, square it, or cross.
Yeah, stuck in their legs. A lot of them have got the ball just stuck underneath them. They can't get it out. Can't just pop a shot off. And I'm talking about all of them. Literally, everyone's been in that scenario. And you're like, what are you not doing? Why? Yeah. Why are you not playing like this? But hopefully, again, Man United, a team that could only play in a half, haven't played consistently for 65, 75 minutes in a long time. So hopefully next half we bring it, and we really go for it. But yeah, man, I'm just hoping you're the one that's taking me through it now. I can't listen to radio because they go too far. They make every chance sound like a crazy chance. So I'm locked in. And yeah, man, good luck today.
Appreciate that. And before you go, prediction for the second half?
Tell me Flex didn't predict today.
I don't know. I didn't see the whole road trip. Because when he predicts something,
cool.
I worry.
Well, I think I'm going to go for a cheeky. I want to say a 2-0. I want to say a 2-0 United. I feel we'll be good at the back. We just need to pick it up because if we carry on playing the way we're playing right now, they will score. They will get a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 2-0 United. I think the first goal comes and then United just get into their groove. So hopefully that's the case.
Fingers crossed. But we'll
everything crossed, man. Everything crossed.
Yeah, exactly. But KG's going to be listening, so he's going to be with us. But we'll speak to you in a bit.
I'm listening. See you later. Have a nice one.
And you. Bye. So KG's going to go with 2-0. Let's see if we can get Flex on. See what he thought inside Carrow Road there. What are you all thinking of that one? As Josh says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Flex, what did you think? What did you make of that?
Yeah, man, just the control and balance that we've been talking about so much. That's what we want to see us have, and the intensity just wasn't there, was it?
No,
it just wasn't there.
I'm to be honest with you, I'm slightly shocked because that was as un-Ralph Rangnick football as it could possibly get.
I think he'll be really disappointed with that. I should imagine at halftime he's probably, going in to say where's the intensity. As we started to wrestle back a little bit more control as the half wore on and started, being in their half a little bit more, then the issue was we just did everything too slowly on the ball. Do you know what I mean? So out of possession, I'm not really seeing that press. I'm not seeing Rashford, who may I say is having an awful game. I'm not seeing him pressing. I'm not seeing Ronaldo go second. And then what's happening is because the two tens are obviously tucked in, is how we play. Their left back's getting a lot of joy, and that's their out ball. So Sancho's sometimes late getting out there, or if it's Bruno, whichever one.
Yeah.
And they're able to play out from there. Defensively, we've done well. Which, again, look, no disrespect to Norwich, but they haven't posed us loads and loads of problems. But we've done what we're supposed to do at the back properly. Harry Maguire, good couple covering runs. Diogo Dalot in on people tight. Tellez, they've done okay defensively, but then the platform to then go and play hasn't been there. And then when we've been on the ball, it's just too slow. Scott McTominay's done alright, actually.
Yeah, it's just sloppy, isn't it? It's just sloppy.
It's really sloppy.
Like again, first touches sometimes. Like every time they get the ball, it feels like they panic. Yeah. They're panicking.
Yeah.
They go, they get the ball stuck under their feet, and then it's like and they revert to old habits. Pass it backwards, pass it sideways, or just pass it out. And it's like it's just very odd. I thought Bruno had a very poor half as well. Gave the ball away a lot.
Trying the Hollywood ball, just trying the really difficult passes. Rashford getting into great positions, being wasteful. Really frustrating. Ronaldo probably trying a little bit too hard, but he done well with that shot when he cut in, forced to save from Tim Krul. But Sancho's tried to get in little pockets. It's just not happening. Everything's too slow. Yeah. Everything is just happening at a snail's pace. Everything's very comfortable. And this is actually a different test for us because, one, obviously, we're still early under Rangnick, but this is a different type of game in contrast to the Palace game because this is a team that's going to sit back and it's really congested in that middle area and we're not used to playing with no width.
Yeah.
And I think that adaptation into playing narrow is hurting us right now because we're not moving the ball quick enough through those half spaces.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a different challenge because I've said this a couple of times that you can tell Norwich, when they're out of possession, they get in a comfortable 4-5-1, very comfortable for us to have the ball around the halfway line. And we look like we sort of pass it sideways looking for an opening that's never going to come. And at that point, we start to panic again, try a Hollywood ball, go out for a throw or a goal kick.
There you go.
And I think that's the thing that Ralph's going to have to be saying to him is like, look, no, I've been saying forward passes, be more direct, quicker. And we just haven't seen that.
It's the second game.
Exactly.
After a good, after a good half an hour, which against Palace, we were pleased with the performance even after that because we had to dig in there and still had a relative control. But it's still only been one game with the first team.
Yeah.
One game, and a couple of weeks worth of training, if that, not even full training. So I'm not expecting everything to be perfect, but he definitely will be, annoyed with that. And I would like to think this is the first thing under Ralph that we're going to see. What's he going to be like when we're not playing very well? It's half time.
Yeah.
Does he get the reaction? Do the players respond? Do you know what I mean? And that's what I want to see because everything was too slow.
And substitutions. Under Ollie, it was a case of Bruno. If he's playing shit, he's still got to play because he'll score a goal.
Exactly.
Under Ralph, you might be like, no, he's not playing well. Get him off.
Yeah,
or Rashford.
Agreements. I mean, the strength, the bench isn't hugely strong. No Martial, no Cavani, and obviously, I just feel like Bremer's going to be the first one to come on. He's got to be. The obvious one is obviously Rashford.
Yeah, I agree.
Then after that, you're looking at obviously Donny for Bruno if he can't get his act together. Whether he would deploy him in one of those 2-10 positions, or whether Ralph might change it mid-game. He might say, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll leave one holding and have 2 8s. You know, maybe I'll leave McTominay or Fred, and we'll go for it. You know, I don't know.
I'm certainly interested in what he will say after the game, because he doesn't pull punches. So I'm hoping that after the game he'll be like, you know, what did you think of that first half? Hopefully we'd have won the game, but hopefully he'll come out after the game and be like, yeah, that first half was crap. I don't know what happened.
He will. If we go on to win this and up the ante, you know, you can see even after the second game that we played midweek, which wasn't good, he said, okay, but not happy. Wouldn't say happy, but okay. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be very honest, but I want to see if he gets a reaction out of these. I want to see if he gets a reaction. You know, Norwich, a couple of times, getting in, you know, and putting a bit of pressure on us through stopping us, and just, you know, to be fair to them, having a good setup. They're very comfortable right now. We're making it quite easy for them to get into their structure and how they want to play. And like I said, their left back is the outlet. It's the outball.
Yeah,
because we're playing narrow, it's taken a little while. The time it takes for Sancho to run out there, or whether it's Bruno, the time it takes to get out there, it's allowing them out. It's allowing them out up the pitch. So that needs to stop as well.
Yeah, definitely. Because again, they have had a couple of chances, and the longer the game goes on, like I just spoke to KG before we spoke to you, and he said, look, the longer the game goes on, they'll get a chance. They'll get a chance.
Exactly. We've defended. Like I said, we've defended well. I wouldn't say it's been absolutely horrendous.
No.
I wouldn't say that. I would just say that with what we know, where we're trying to go, because of what the manager's been saying and what we saw in the first half an hour against Palace, this is not it.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not panic stations. It's not time to go crazy and mad because he's still working with his team. But that wasn't it, and he will know that wasn't it. The players will know that wasn't it. They've got to show a lot more. Like I said, everyone was saying 2-0 easy, 3-0, and look, it might go on to be 2-0. I hope it does. But I predicted a really tight game. We're back out now. I predicted a really tight game because there's no easy games in the Prem. They seem to fight for their lives. It's the same against Brentford on Tuesday. You know, 2 tricky games.
Exactly. But before you go, what's the prediction for the second half? Flex predicts.
I'm not predicting a scoreline or anything. I just predict that we'll step it up a little bit and show a better account of ourselves, which should hopefully in turn help us win the game.
Nice one. Well, everyone will see you after the game anyway.
Big up.
And fingers crossed. Speak to you in a bit.
Big up. Layers.
So, yeah, Flex said we're going to win, but he's not committed to a scoreline. Super chat from Dexter says Ralph needs control in midfield, but plays McTominay. And we've got over 700 people watching and only 326 likes. I've seen Josh in the chat. And if anything, to be honest with you, I can almost hear him in my subconscious of him being like, pause the stream, smash a like, not good enough. He does the halftime team talk for me. You know, Ralph was probably in there at Carrow Road having a go at the players, going, not good enough, sloppy. Josh does the same team talk with me at halftime, going, not good enough. Get the likes up. You've got over 700 people watching. Get the likes up. Come on, Owen, you're better than this. I apologise, Josh. I apologise. Oh, there is Josh. There is Josh. Josh, you're live.
Right, pause the stream. Stop talking. Yeah? Look at all these people. These free-loading free seats. They're a disgrace. Hit the like button.
Yep.
Hit it now.
Yep. See, I told you. I said this. I said, he's doing the team talk at halftime and you're doing the same team talk with me. Sort it out.
Yeah, you can call me... I was going to try and think of some funny name with Ralph Ragnick with a Josh in it, but it just doesn't work. The names are too different. But it's still the same. It's still the same. Smash a like on the like button. Smash that like button.
Exactly.
That's all. I will disappear now.
He will disappear now. Speak to you in a bit. There you go. See, I told you he'd be around. C-Fan says, chill, Josh. Remember Arteta once day. It's not about Arteta. It's about the like on the video. Second half is underway, though. But let's see if United can offer something different in this second half. I should have brought my bottle of water with me. KG in the chat as well. Josh Nick actually does work. It does kind of. Ted Josho. Crossed into the box, headed away by Norwich. Edge of the box, McTominay. Tries to volley, blocked. Yeah, KG's in the chat. KG's with you in the free seats because he is a man of the free seats as always. Pookie's running at Lindelof here. Cuts it back. Norwich have the ball. About 30 yards out. Switched down Manchester United's left-hand side. Aarons. A 1-2 by Norwich just beats that left-hand side easily there. And again, they've got some space here. Goes past Maguire like he's not there. Oh, that is so easy by Harry Maguire there. He was literally taking like 2 touches and just gone past Harry Maguire. And then Harry Maguire starts grabbing him. It was so easy. Look at this. He standing up Maguire, just cuts inside, goes past him. That is way too easy. Way too easy. Ronaldo, once again. Passes it back to Bruno. Fred. Sancho gets the ball stuck under his feet. Same as the first half so far. Just a couple minutes in. Dalot, McTominay tries to switch to Bruno. Does well. It's a good pass. Bruno Fernandes tries to put the ball in the box. It's cut out by Norwich. Was a decent pass there by McTominay. Fred wins the header. And Norwich get it away. Maguire, as always, cuts back. Passes it backwards. Oh, my God. And then we're back into this familiar pattern like we were in the first half. Norwich back in shape. 4-5-1. United going to try and pass it sideways. McTominay pass it to Ronaldo. Lose it to a Norwich player, but it ricochets out to Dalot down United's right-hand side. Sancho. Dalot once again tries a 1-2. Is Sancho going to make it? No. Goes out for a goal kick. Like that. That's just, it's basic errors that are still there. The same basic errors are still there that were there in the first half. Simple passes, simple 1-2s just aren't there. It's incredibly frustrating. Certainly, if, Ranić in at half-time was, having a go at the players or anything like that, the opening 3 or 4 minutes have not demonstrated that. Because they've come out and just played exactly the same already. Man. But it's a Norwich goal kick. Puts it up the pitch. So shove in the back by McTominay there. Referee doesn't give it though. Norwich try a ball over the top. Should be De Gea as it is. See, this is where you need to be quicker. They're out of shape now. Rolls it to Maguire. To Fred. Sancho picking up the ball in the centre circle. Maguire once again. Sancho, Bruno. Fred tries that forward pass. Doesn't make it. Goes straight to a Norwich player. It's a free kick to Norwich. Bruno Fernandes with the foul. I tell you what, it looks to be like, again, we're sort of 5 minutes into this second half now. And it looks to be more of the same for the first half, which means we're going to have a long 45. I mean, and we got Brentford on Tuesday as well. Goes back to De Gea. We got Brentford on Tuesday, and make no mistake, if we're this sloppy against Brentford, they will punish us. I mean, I don't be disrespectful. It was 0-0 at the moment with Norwich. We're not even beating Norwich, but Norwich aren't necessarily a great side either. They're well coached. They've got a decent coach. There was an opportunity there. It's not the right ball. Rashford. Rashford tries to pass it to Ronaldo and just not anywhere near him. Again, it's simple passes. It's just this sort of element of quality you expect in the final third isn't there. Lindelof has to make this. He does. Norwich throw-in. Changes will have to be made, though. There's no doubt about it. It looks to be very similar to the first half. Bradley says, Owen, can we get a time check, please? It's on the screen, isn't it? Again, it's I'm synced up pretty much exactly to my TV here. Bruno. Down United's left-hand side. Passes it to Ronaldo. Bruno once again. Passes it to Fred. Has a shot. Deflected. That should go out for... Is that going to go out for a corner for United? It will. Or United hopefully can get something out of this set piece. It's a corner to Manchester United. 5 minutes or 6 minutes gone rather in the second half. Bruno to take it again. Whips it in. Krul comes out and punches. Fred just about dispossesses the Norwich player, but he nearly got done there. It had echoes of that goal. Was it against Aston Villa, that goal where he gets dispossessed, or was that against Everton? I think it was against Everton, wasn't it? Throw in for Norwich anyway. See, this is where is the United press here. Free kick Norwich. Physio is on for a Norwich player. To be honest, McTominay, he's yet to be booked, but he is walking a fine line. A really fine line. It must be one more than he gets booked, because he's walking a fine line. So United do actually press a little bit here, but the player sort of just danced past Sancho, and Rashford rather, and McTominay just sort of clatters into him. A lot of people are saying bring on Greenwood, such as JC, bring on Greenwood. I think that might be the move. David Pearson says, I feel like I can't get carried away with this Ranić fella. I know it's early days, but I'm not getting too excited by him. I feel sorry for Rashford. He looks badly out of touch. I mean, it's early days to judge the manager. It's all about the player's, ability to adapt as well. I think an interesting thing we'll hear will be how, when Ranić makes changes, it will be fascinating to see, like I mentioned, what he says after the game as well, when he talks about especially the first half, but depending on how the second half goes as well. Because it can't be, this is not how Ralf Ranić wants to play. There is no doubt in my mind. Rashford, good pass to Ronaldo. Touch, Bruno. Puts through Rashford. He might be through on goal here. It's Marcus Rashford. It's a good tackle. It's a good tackle and it's offside anyway. Rashford was on the shoulder. He's offside. It would have been tight. The referee did the right thing to wait. He is offside. But a bit better by United. Again, less touches, more forward passes, a bit quicker, up in the tempo a little bit. Ranić doesn't look particularly happy on the touchline. Probably because he's standing there thinking, like, what have we been talking about the last 7 days? Because this isn't it. This definitely isn't it, what we've been talking about the last 7 days. Long ball by Norwich. Headed out. So Norwich throw him. But 10 minutes gone in the second half. Nothing really to write home about when it comes to Manchester United. Not sure, but this is a bit of a better press. Referee gives a free kick. Bruno just hasn't had a good game today. A lot of you saying Greenwood's warming up, so it looks like Greenwood will be coming on at some point. Maguire heads it. Telles hooks it away. The ball bounces in the middle. Norwich players wins it because Rashford decided not to go for it. Akil says, I'd love to see ruthlessness. Mason and Van der Beek for Rashford and Bruno. It might be the move. I don't think it would be wrong at all, Akil. And I agree with you. It certainly would not be a sub that previously Ollie would have made, but we haven't really seen how ruthless Ranić can be and should be. Pukki, edge of the box. There's an opportunity for Norwich here. Takes a shot. Oh, it's tipped over by David De Gea. It's a chance for Norwich there. It's a good save. Again, it's a ball into the box, headed away by Lindelof, and then Pukki's got this about 5 yards on Lindelof because he's on the floor. Turns, has a shot, Just puts his laces through it. It's tipped over by David De Gea. It's a good save. I don't know if it was going in. It might have been rising a bit too high anyway, but De Gea makes the save. And that's the problem. If Man United aren't forcing themselves on this game and are being too sloppy, Norwich will get an opportunity. It's a corner. Ball into the box. And again, I get it's a different manager, but this is a Norwich side that's won 2 games this season. 2 games. And this is, I mean, echoes of this season already, isn't it? Not doing that much with the ball. It's slow. There's not a lot of ideas involved here. Really, really sloppy in terms of first touch, getting the ball stuck under your feet. The opposition gets an opportunity. Keeper has to make a good save. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Ronaldo has a touch. Yeah, just poor first touch. Norwich win it back immediately. It's a free kick to Norwich here. Fred's down on the floor, though. And we're nearly an hour into the game, and just you can't even say United still have yet to get going. Really. I don't know if Fred's still down on the floor here. I'm just seeing a replay of his tackle. It is a foul. But Norwich are growing into it more and more. They're getting confident. Ball over the top. Pukki's got his back to goal. Lindelof's with him. Manages to cut the ball back inside. Again, even that's too easy. It's so easy. I mean, we're being done with a simple ball over the top. And Timo Pukki, don't get me wrong, he's a decent player, but he's running Maguire and Lindelof ragged. They're growing into the game and they're getting momentum. It's just, it's poor. You have to call out for what it is. It's poor. Ball into the box. Flicked on. I think De Gea tips it over. I mean, at this point, are we hanging on? Because that's 2 big chances for Norwich here. It's a corner. It's flicked onto the near post. I don't think De Gea tips it on. I think it's just Maguire that actually flicks it over. It's off his shoulder. It might even clip the bar. Something has to change now, Ralph. Something has to change pretty quickly because this is really poor. Another cross into the box. Maguire gets his head again. It's another corner for Norwich. We're in the 60th minute here and Norwich look more like scoring. Norwich going to have another corner. Ball in again. Headed away by Rashford this time. Ball headed back in. He stands on the ball and falls over. Bruno just sort of flicks it. No conviction. And it's another corner. Come on. Just get your foot through it. Get it out. You've been trying to do long passes that have been crap the entire game. And now you can't put your foot through it on the edge of the box. Because just constant pressure now. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say, United are completely hanging on. But, we're talking about 5 second-half corners for Norwich in the space of a couple of minutes. Ball put into the box again. De Gea comes out and claims it. Good catch. Rushes to the edge. Can United have a counter-attack here? Ronaldo. Jadon Sancho down United's left-hand side. Can we do something with this? Sancho, not a lot around him when it comes to red shirts. It's all canary shirts. Maguire's quite high up the pitch. Passes it once again to Sancho. Not a lot of options. Sancho once again. Passes it to Rashford. Rashford, edge of the box. Side netting. Does he not give it a corner? I think Krul must get a hand to it. I'll see the replay here. No, doesn't look like it. Norwich on the attack once again, though. Straight from the replay. Blocked by McTominay. It's a good block, actually, in fairness to him. Ball again into the box. Rashford has it now. Is he going to run down United's right-hand side here? Easily dispossessed. Rashford wins it back, though. He's given a free kick. It's not Marcus's day. Marcus, I think, needs to come off for Greenwood. It's easy. It's an easy decision to make. I think Rashford needs to come off. Greenwood needs to come on. I'd even say Bruno off for Van der Beek. I mean, options in the attacking midfielder position, or maybe Lingard. I don't know. Haven't had a shot on target second half. Again, we're still really sloppy on the ball. That's a good pass, though, by Fred. It is Rashford now. Is he going to take a shot? He cuts back inside Rashford. Oh, it's a poor pass to Ronaldo. It's a really objectively poor pass to Ronaldo there. It's a simple pass. Cut it back. And it's a poor pass again from Rashford. Again, that's echoes of the first half there. Positive opportunity there. You're in a scenario whereby just a little bit of quality, a simple pass, a simple cutback. Can't even do that. Now, where's this press from United? Well, it's not there because it's a simple pass through it and they've already broken the lines here, Norwich. Pass by Sergeant. Lindelof gets a throw in for United. Come on, United. Let's show something. I mean, Bradley says, let's keep the faith, people. Be positive. I mean, you can, absolutely. United still can win this game. Changes need to be made. And just on top of that, even with the players that do stay on the pitch, quality level needs to be upped. We're talking sort of basics of football here. Some of these passes and some of these first touch is crazy. Fred, in fairness, Fred to that pass to Rashford was good. Broke the lines. McTominay. Tellez down the left-hand side. Bruno tries a crossfield pass to Jadon Sancho, and once again, it's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous for a switch of play by Bruno Fernandes. My God. And that's like the third or fourth time he's done that in the game, where he's tried a Hollywood pass or tried a switch, and it's just nowhere near come off. Nowhere near. Looks like the ball's made of cement. Man. Well, again, whatever press is there, it's very easy for Norwich to play out from the back here. So I'm not sure what the game plan is at this point. Aaron's overlap. Man United win the throw-in. Looks like Greenwood's going to come on. I'm assuming it'll probably be for Rashford. It's needed. It's absolutely needed. I think on top of that, though, obviously, Greenwood's needed to come on for Rashford, but even the service towards him, I think, needs to be better. We're talking again about simple passes from these attack midfielders. I think Sancho, in fairness, has been lively at times. Bruno's had a really poor game. Ronaldo, the ball pass to McTominay, and again, ball gets stuck under Ronaldo's feet. McTominay does well. Passes it to Tellez. I mean, it'll be Rashford that comes off. It won't be Ronaldo. There's no doubt about it. Ronaldo has not had a good game either. Again, we're talking about the ball getting stuck under his feet. Bad first touches. Uncharacteristically bad first touches. But I think it's just going through the entire side. Apparently it's going to be Sancho coming off. So are they switching formation, or is he going to play? I don't know what that would be. Here is Sancho. I think that'd be harsh. Considering, if you're going to take off one of the attacking midfielders, it certainly shouldn't be Sancho that's coming off. But there, you've got literally this two attacking midfielders. They're unbelievably deep there. Rashford spins, tries a 1-2 of Ronaldo. Again, it's not enough on the pass. Get caught under Ronaldo's feet, and Norwich are going to try and break here. I mean, there's a bit of a press by United, but it's a free kick. It is. It's Greenwood for Sancho. I mean, it better work, because I don't get that one at all. Rashford and Bruno staying on the pitch. Don't get that one. I really don't get that one at all. Unless it's a change in formation. It doesn't look like it. It still looks like the 4-2-2. So it's just going to be Rashford that's going to be on the United right. It's going to be Greenwood, rather. It's going to be on that right-hand side in that 4-2-2. Really surprised by that. How on earth has Rashford stayed on the pitch? And Bruno. It's got to pay off, Ralph, because otherwise that will be one after the game. It's like, why? I say it's got to pay off. United actually got to have a chance first. We have not threatened at all in this second half. There is Dalot. Pass to Ronaldo. He's got to cut back. Norwich played us really well. He was going to go out for a corner, manages to keep it in. We're in trouble here. We're in trouble. Switches it. It's a poor pass by Pukki. Luckily, United should get back in position. Again, it's just too easy. Cross into the box to Hare claims. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but a goal is there for Norwich. A goal 100% is there for Norwich. A ball to Greenwood, but defender does well. Norwich have more of the ball. Well, certainly in the second half, there's been one team that looks like scoring, and it's not Manchester United. That's the thing. Looks like Cantwell's going to come on for Norwich. I mean, it's about 22 minutes left, 21 minutes left now. We still got 2 more subs to make. I mean, to be honest with you, I at this point, I'd say if I was Ranić, I'd be like, okay, the 4-2-2 maybe just is not working at all. So we've got to, let's try something different. Because for this game, it's not working. Now, whether it will work long term remains to be seen, but whatever's been coached into the players for the last 7 days ain't there today. Lindelof looks like he has some problems. To be something with Lindelof. He's having some problem saying he can't catch his breath or something like that, which is concerning. Especially considering what happened with the Aguero situation previously. I don't know if he got a knock or whatever, or he's just now struggling to catch his breath or something like that. But certainly, would take as long as he needs. There looks to be some kind of issue with Lindelof. I mean, they're saying stomach, but he also said, I also saw him mouth, I can't catch my breath. Or I can't breathe. Well, a decision has to be made pretty quickly. He's off the pitch at the moment, so we're down to 10 men. Looks like Lindelof's trying to sort of make his case to stay on, but I think Eric Bailly's going to come on. Greenwood, that's got to be a foul. He's playing on. Greenwood's still down, the referee. Tried for a switch. Rashford does unbelievable well because it's a real bad pass. Rashford, that's going to be a United corner. It's a great touch by Marcus Rashford because the pass was going straight out of play. Lindelof's still on the sidelines. He's got to come off, isn't he? If you've been on the sidelines for that long, obviously you're done. Yeah, he's going down the tunnel. Bayer's going to come on. Make the sub now then. Bruno shouting to the referee, make the sub. Yeah, exactly. Corner's put in, headed away. Got to be careful here. Just don't do anything silly, especially we're down to 10 men. We don't want to get caught in a counter-attack because we haven't made the sub yet. Ball into the box. Maguire. McTominay, edge of the box. What can you do with it? Put the ball in. That's got to be a foul on Ronaldo. He was pulled down. I saw that from here. Given. Get in! Penalty. It was clear. You could see it from here. He was pulled down by the back of the neck. It's a penalty to Manchester United. It's clear as day. You don't even need VAR. It's a ball into the box. It's a clear penalty. Yes, there is. You can see it. Before the referee even gave it, you could see it. Before the referee even gave it, you could see it. It was a hand round the shoulder. Norwich are saying no, but it's a penalty. We haven't really seen a replay of it, to be fair, but my initial reaction straight away was penalty. Again, cross in the box. It's penalty. It's not enough that's clear and obvious. It's not enough that's clear and obvious. It'll give it. I don't think it'll be overturned. Check's complete. It's a penalty. Come on then, Ronaldo. We have not been at our best. Ronaldo's not been at our best today. His best today. It is a penalty. As soon as it happened in real time. Come on. Come on. Tim Krul's trying to rile up the crowd. Krul is a bit of a penalty specialist. He did save one earlier on in the season at Stamford Bridge against Mason Mount, but he was miles off the line, so they had to retake it. You're not gonna phase Ronaldo. Come on. Come on. Big moment. Scored his last one against Arsenal. Can you do it again? Come on. Referee blows the whistle. Ronaldo. Yes! Come on! 1-0. Sue, you're over there. Hello, Sue. It's 1-0 Manchester United. I bumped into you in Morrison's again. Come on, what are you getting? Christmas shopping, pigs in blankets. Get a goal. Manchester United 1-0. Carroll Road. Cristiano Ronaldo. Sue. Get in. Come on. Come on. Oh, shut up, Dean Smith. Dean Smith having a go at the fourth official. What are you moaning about? It's a penalty. Clear as day. Have a bit of that, Dean Smith. You moany shit. It's a great penalty. Puts it to the goalkeeper's right. Keeper dives the wrong way. It's a clear penalty. He's got his arm around the neck. As a defender, I don't know what he's doing, but it's a penalty. Cheers, Sue. She's gone. Bit late for her to be around Morrison's for a shop. Come on then. Viva Ronaldo. Come on. Not deserved. No. David Lee, he's getting premonitions. He was saying there's a goal coming. He said as well. He said goal in the next 5 minutes. KG said David called it. That's why David Lee is right up there in the Moderator Hall of Fame. Because not only is he a good moderator, but also he's psychic. He's getting premonitions. He's like Raven Baxter in That's So Raven. He just stops and does that whole like, and you know when she had a vision, she goes like that. And when it comes back, like the vision actually came back to her, sort of hits her in the head, she does this. Because that's what visions do. They come out and then they come back in. They hit you. And goes, oh. And she goes, oh, there was a goal. You're nasty. Or something like that. That's what she says. That's my Raven Baxter impression. I'm full of them. Full of them. God, I'm rejuvenated by the goal. Come on. Come on. Oh, what a save by David De Gea. It was a free kick by Norwich. And it's Kabak's with the header and De Gea with an unbelievable save. Oh. De Gea bailing us out once again. Jeez. It's an unbelievable save. It's a ball into the box. Whose man is it? Of course. How's Harry Maguire? You're getting beaten there. Your only job is to head the ball. Gets under the ball. Kabak, running start on him. It's a great save by David De Gea. Again, Norwich free kick. Pukki, edge of the box. Block, block, block. I'll go out for a goal kick. It's terrible. De Gea, though, I'm telling you, De Gea bailing us out. That's what David De Gea does. Just in general, this performance is same shit, different day FC. It really is. Because we've been really poor. We get a penalty. Ronaldo scores. De Gea's bailed us out a couple of times. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, that will be the big takeaway from this, will be that this is exactly like our performances all season. Yeah, and I don't mean to make it like a Henderson De Gea thing, but, you know, the people that are still like, oh, yeah, Henderson, you know, do me a favour. Press the button, KG, wherever you are. Because David De Gea, you know, you talk about players of the season. I mentioned before, players of the season so far for Manchester United, there's two. It's De Gea or Ronaldo. Today, Ronaldo's been crap, but he scored the penalty. De Gea's made a couple of saves. That has been our season at this point. That has been our season. 12 minutes left. I hope we get the win, and I hope Ranić comes out after the game. And I'll go, Ralph, what were your thoughts on the game? And he'll go, I'll tell you my thoughts on the game. It was dog poo, okay, that game. Or dog shizer. It's not over, though. Norwich are through here. Just put your foot through it. What are you doing? Edge of the box. Maguire blocks it. It's a good block by Maguire. He wouldn't even say dog shizer, would he? Because why do you mix in German and English? He would say Hund Scheiße. That's dog, isn't it? In German, that's what he'd say. Hund Scheiße. Or maybe there's a specific word for dog poo. But the thing is now, the type of football we were playing in the first half, we're just passing it around the back, not doing anything. That's what we need now. That's what we need now. Settle the game down. It's a bad pass by the Norwich centre-back and it's gone out. Now settle down. Now's the time to slow the game down and do these sideways passes. Cooking with CBD says, Super Chat point us if you don't comment it. Was there a Super Chat? I missed it. There was a goal. Oh, there you go. CR7, 4 Ballon d'Or winner, playing useless Rashford 6 games since ankle and shoulder operation, getting all the stick. There you go. Apologies, Cooking with CBD. I was distracted by Sue in Morrison's. But United still, erratic in the defensive areas. There's no doubt about it. I mean, simple passes are still causing us massive trouble. Go on, David. I'll put that on the screen for good luck. Not that I'm superstitious at all. $10 minutes to go. Norwich 0, Manchester United 1. Let's be honest as well. If we do get through this game with 3 points, we have been crap. And we're scraping past the bottom of the league. I get they have a different manager and all that kind of stuff, but we're scraping past a really, poor Premier League side, which is not good. Ball into the box. Pukki. I tell you what, that was going to the player. If Pukki hadn't got a touch on that, the Norwich City play would have been in. Counter-attack from United here. Where's the foul then, ref? And they're not a million miles off it as well. Steffi Jenks says Hundekot. I'm assuming that's dog poo. Sargent for Norwich. Edge of the box. Can't invite this pressure for 10 minutes either. Ball into the box. Oh. Edge of the box blocked. And again, deflected. Oh my God. Corner for Norwich. I mean, it was a block. It was blocked by Bailly, and it was so close to going in. Sheesh. Ball in. He has the shot. It's a good block by Dalot. And here we go. Eric Bailly. Oh, God. Comes off the inside of his leg and then goes past the post. I thought it was going in. Comes off his knee. I mean, Norwich, honestly. Norwich piling the pressure on again. This is bottom of the table. It's ridiculous. Get it away. McTominay. Head again. Ball put back in. Oh. Janulis, edge of the box. Is that going to go out for a throw into United? Let it run, Bruno. That is a United throw-in. Don't have a go at the crowd. Don't have a go. It's a United throw-in. I hate that. You know, when sort of players, they know it's a throw-in, but they just, fake outrage. Come on. We've still got 2 subs to make though, Ralph. We've got 8 minutes. Throw everyone behind the ball. Who cares? Let's still make some changes. Maguire, Rashford. 2 subs actually, apologies. 2 subs. Because we had Lindelof go for Bayer, I forgot about that. So we got 1 sub left. See, the thing is as well, like, people were laughing at KG when they had nervous KG against Arsenal. Against Norwich. I've got nervous Owen against Norwich. Rashford running down the left-hand side. Bruno's there with him. Passes it, of course, behind Bruno. And Bruno's passes it to Norwich player. Again, sums up the entirety of the game. If you're Dean Smith, from a Norwich perspective, if you're Dean Smith, you'd be livid with your defender because United were not threatening and still are not threatening at all. Why are you pulling down Ronaldo from his neck? It's madness. Dalot, he's running. I'm not sure where he's going with it. Now you got to get back in. Or someone fill in for him, certainly. Bailly, heads it. Could have taken a touch. Six minutes left plus injury time, though. Norwich City 0, Manchester United 1. God, I mean, McTominay has just floated to a tackle again. Has he been booked at this point? If he gets through this game without a yellow card, it's crazy. Norwich passing the ball around. It's almost like a mirror of the first half now. United just completely in a defensive position. Be sure to smash a like on the like button as well. Over 600 people watching. See if we can get it to 500 likes. We're at 429. Not 420. 429. Gilmore on the ball now for Norwich. Now, is that Donny van der Beek warming up? Might be the traditional last minute Van der Beek 5. Here comes Rashford running down the left-hand side. I don't know if he's got much support, but he's got room to run into, though. Go on, take him on. Go on. Rashford, he's into the box, cuts it back. Ronaldo, oh, has he missed? I can't believe he's missed. Well, it's great play by Rashford. He runs all the way down the left-hand side, goes past the fullback, cuts it back to Ronaldo. If anything, he cuts it back, again, behind him. It's the same problem as we've seen it throughout the entirety of the game. That final pass, it's behind him. In fairness, I'm trying to do the benefit of the doubt. It's behind him, but Ronaldo should do better. He should do better. He should score. That should be game over. Let's not regret that chance. Ball over the top by Norwich. Bailly flicks it away. God, McTominay puts out for a throw-in. Oh. 4 minutes. Ball into the box should be De Gea's. Well done. Is it a goal kick? What is it? As Grant Hanley's got a sling on. God, camera makes you a bit sick. You come like that all the time. It's a goal kick to United. De Gea goes long. Was a heavy touch there by Tim Krul. Ronaldo nearly got it. A bit of a press there by United at the front. Wins it back in that final third. Fred, this is an opportunity. Passes it. Bruno Fernandes. Oh. Side netting. Bruno just kind of snatched it. It's a half a chance. Okay, it's just a turn and shoot. Something's kind of up Bruno today, though, in fairness. Just smashes it into the ground, really. Donny van der Beek's coming on for Bruno Fernandes. It's the last bit of Bruno's Fernandes. Bruno has a look on his face like he's all pissed off that he's coming off, which I appreciate. But in fairness, Bruno, you're probably lucky to be on to 88 minutes, to be honest with you, mate. You've not been good today. But Donny's on. To be honest with you, if you're Donny and you were hoping that it was going to be this massive change with Ranić coming in, he's probably still going to go in January at this point, isn't he? Let's be honest. Red Baron says Fred's passing has been on point today. In fairness, I think Fred's played well again. Fred has played well again. He's won the ball back. A couple of decent free balls. But it has not been pretty. Really has not been pretty by United today. But yeah, going back to Donny, or United might have won the ball back here. Rashford. It's a bit more dangerous in the last sort of 5-10 minutes or so. It's not a foul, Marcus. You've just put the ball through the legs, but that's about it. Long ball. Bailly with the header. Ronaldo. Oh. That does look nasty. Blow up though, then, ref. You've got a player down. They're not going to put the ball out. Go back to David De Gea. We're fine. Let it roll out. Let it roll out for a goal kick. I should let it roll out. Ronaldo's getting back up. He went to win the header, and it's one of those things where the defender feels him coming. To be honest, he just jumps over Billy Gilmour. He just high jumped a Scotsman. Unbelievable. It just lands right on his tailbone. But United is still 1-0 up. We'll take it. We'll take it. Tabarez says, keep up the good work, legend. Who's man of the match and who's worst? Wow. Appreciate the contribution, Tabarez. There is going to be the match reaction. I forgot to actually put that on. Shit. I forgot. I usually put the match reaction on at half time, but I got two calls. Crap. The match reaction will be up in a second. There you go. The match reaction is public now. Thank you for reminding me, Tabarez. Because we'll talk about that in the match reaction. That's what I was doing. I'm juggling too many things. The game's getting me nervous. I was getting calls from KG and Flex at half time. I forgot to turn it on. I'll get shouted at for the likes. Get shouted at for that now. It is going to be on there. Norwich have a free kick though. We're into stoppage time. 5 minutes of injury time, one already gone. Billy Gilmour over the free kick. Puts the ball in. Oh, what a save by David De Gea. Oh my God. David bloody De Gea. Come on. Billy Gilmour puts the ball in. He might be offside anyway. I think he would have been off. But it's an unbelievable save by David De Gea. Who loses him? It's Telles. Telles completely loses his man. Completely. David De Gea. You asked the question, Tabarez, who's the man of the match? Here's a spoiler. He's playing in goal. He's just got it on Sky Sports. That's why. David De Gea bailing us out once again. Man, oh man. He was offside. I think it would have been given offside. Although you never know with VAR, to be honest with you. Three minutes left, though. Oh, come on, ref. Ronaldo's just kicked the ball away as well. Cheeky. It's another free kick for Norwich. 2.5 minutes left of the 5 minutes of injury time. Let's just hang on. Ball into the box. Headed away by Maguire. Blocked by Telles. Come on, this guy's got to hold on. Everyone's saying De Gea man of the match, and rightfully so, by the way, because David De Gea has just been outstanding. Van der Beek wins it back, nice. Can we counter-attack here? Greenwood switches it to Rashford. Bit of a weak pass, but come on then, Marcus. Greenwood's looking for the overlap. Greenwood, it's a poor pass again by Marcus Rashford. A really poor pass. Greenwood's having to recycle it. Fred. That's a foul. That's a foul. Well, he's given a free kick, but it was a foul. VAR it. VAR it. It's on the line. No, it's outside of the box. But we'll take that. And I'm not too proud. I don't care if it's Norwich bottom of the table. Go to the corner flag. Fred's on the floor. Fred's still going down. But even then, like that promising counter-attack there, Rashford, just his pass to Greenwood was so poor. So poor. 60 seconds left of the 5 minutes of injury time. Norwich 0, Manchester United 1. It's Rashford standing over this one. Rashford's standing over it. What's he going to do? Looks like he's going to have a shot. Hits the wall. A two-person wall. McTominay. Fred passes it. A good pass out to Greenwood. Greenwood goes past him. No, ref. Right, get back into shape. Get back into shape. 15 seconds left. Tim Krul goes long. It's gone out for a throw, and that's it. That should be it. Go on, ref, blow up then. The whistle, not yourself. Don't spontaneously combust, obviously. That would be dramatic end to the game. It looks to be it. United have stumbled over the line, hopefully. That's it, full time. Norwich City 0, Manchester United 1. Not perfect or ideal by any stretch of the imagination whatsoever. But Ralph Rangnick has 2 wins out of 2 in the Premier League as Manchester United interim manager. Ronaldo straight down the tunnel. But we'll take it. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't good. It was not great at all. Not great at all. David De Gea, once again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's why he is still Manchester United's number 1. That's still why he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, because he is carrying us through this season. Really, really is. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Guys, we are going to be live for the match reaction in about 5 minutes or so. I need to go and actually have like a drink because I'm losing my voice already. And we'll talk about player ratings. We'll talk about man of the match. We'll talk about any quotes that come out during the match reaction as well. You don't have to go anywhere as well. You'll be redirected straight to the match reaction stream once I finish this one. So you don't even have to go anywhere. So you can sit back and relax. Go get yourself a drink or something. Go get yourself something to eat because we'll be back in 5 minutes to talk about this away victory for Manchester United. I'll see you in a few seconds.